Hey, what's up, everybody? This video is part of a series of videos dealing with personal finances and personal budgeting. I'm going to put this same intro at the beginning of each video. So one, if you've already watched the intro, you can go ahead and skip to today's topic. Two, if you see my clothes change or the nice virtual background change, the reason will be because I recorded the rest of the video on a different day than I did this introductory video. So the point of this series is simply to do very quick, hopefully 2 to 5 minute videos where we discuss a lot of topics dealing with personal budgeting and personal finances. So I'm going to record all of these. I have probably over 20 ideas for these really short videos. I'm going to release one a day over the next 3 to 5 weeks. And if there's a topic that you want to hear about, please go ahead and post it in the comments. Maybe it's one that I have coming up, and then I'll release that one in the future. Or perhaps it's something that I haven't talked about or thought about on my list, and I can address that as I continue the series. So without any further comments, let's go ahead and jump into today's topic. All right, I know you're excited now because we're at least a week into this. You've got a really strong foundation. We've got money allocated. We've got our software set up. We're ready to click that import transaction button, and we want to sit down and make our intentional plan for where our money is going to go. Hold on, one more video. I believe maybe 2 or 3 more videos. We're not quite there yet. The next thing you're going to do is you're just going to start tracking your expenses. So you've got your category set up. You've got the money you have allocated into buckets, categories, envelopes, whatever you want to call it. And now you're just going to start tracking it. Okay. So if you start with tracking before you start to actually budget and allocate money into the envelopes, then it's all kind of simultaneous. But the first step is going to be tracking. And as you track it, you're going to click the import button. The expenses are going to come into your software, and you're just going to choose a drop down button of one of the buckets you created. It's that simple. So if you spend money at Walmart and it's for groceries and you bought a DVD because you were watched this video all the time growing up and you're just like, I gotta have that DVD, then fine. You're gonna have a split transaction button. So you spend $100 in Walmart, you click the split transaction button, $95 goes to groceries, $5 goes to entertainment, fun activity for that DVD that you bought. You can do that. Now, other transactions will be quicker, simpler than that. You ate out at Chili's, so you just choose the eating out category. Now, go back to yesterday because we also talked about not to get too detailed. So you may not have groceries and eating out. You may have chose to just do a food category. So whether it's groceries or eating out, you just click the drop down food. This isn't hard. You're just picking a category that you created for where that money was spent from. All right. So again, if you then go to your budget, this is the transaction tab. If you then go to the budget tab, you're going to be able to see that if you haven't allocated money into those envelopes, they're going to all show negative. So you can just start putting the right amount in each envelope based on the amount you have available to bring those up to zero instead of a negative number. So essentially, all the envelopes need to be at zero or a positive number. You're getting pretty advanced if you want to start borrowing money from yourself and having envelopes that are negative. We may not even get to that in this video series, but it is possible. So stay tuned if you are an advanced budgeter and you want to learn about how to do that. But the point here is you're just tracking, because you can't sit down and create your budget yet until you know kind of what you spend on groceries, what you spend on gas. Now, there's other things like saving for a vacation where, okay, I know I'm going to need $2,400 in 2 years. So I better put away $100 a month, right? So those are pretty easy. But groceries, we're going to get into some tips. You can cut your grocery bill, you can cut your eating out, but you want to first get a good baseline for where you're actually spending your money. And that will help you start to create a realistic budget, right? You may say, I only want to spend $50 on gas, but you drive a Chevy 3500 and every single tank that you fill up costs you $130. So, there are these categories where, yes, we can get them down over time. We're not yet to that point yet if you need to start cutting stuff. Right now, we're just to a point of setting a realistic budget based on what we're already spending. And then we're going to tweak it into an intentional budget that meets our goals and is going to put us where we want to be tomorrow, next month, a year from now, 10 years from now, 30 years from now. We're going to get there. But right now, we're just tracking what we're spending so that we have a reasonable idea of where our money's going. Some light bulbs are going to go off. I promise you, I didn't realize I spent that much money eating out. Things like that are going to happen. But the first step is simply tracking it before we actually get that plan in place. My name is Brad. I'm with Wooten CPA. My goal is to bring peace to your tax and accounting responsibilities. One of the ways I do that is through these videos here on YouTube. Please like this video, share this video for others to see, and subscribe to the channel if you would. That way, you're also notified when new videos come out. There will be over 20 in this series of personal finance and personal budgeting that I'm going to try to keep in that 2 to 5 minute window, so they'll be easy to digest for you. Hopefully that they are helpful for you, and I appreciate you watching the videos.